So in this video I'll be showing y'all how to tune a coil machine, and for those of y'all who don't know what kind of a machine I'm using, this is the Jaguar coil machine. It's the Jaguar Beast. It's a machine which was owned by my friend, and for some reason my machine broke down and I borrowed it, and ever since then I decided to buy one myself because this is really good. And I'm in no way promoting the coil machine or the brand. And this is something which I own and I use, and I like it, and it's really good. The quality is really good. Initially I did have some problems, and that's why I'm doing the video, because I didn't know how to tune a machine and all that. I learned it, and I'm teaching y'all some of the easier ways how you can tune a machine, and you can use one of these. This is a weighing scale. Basically, you can find it on Amazon. It costs around, I think it's around 300, 350, 400 rupees. It's a digital weighing scale. So I'll show you how to use that to tune the machine. So basically, I'll show you how to tune a shader machine. And if you all want me to tune a liner machine, then let me know in the comments. I'll do another video on that. But it's pretty much the same. The basic difference is, so this is the shader spring and this is the liner spring. So you can see the difference, because a shader spring is quite flexible, so it has a softer give. You can make it to hit hard or soft or whatever you want. That's why you can tune a coil machine for your liking. So I like my shaders to be a medium hit. I want it to pack in the colors properly, but I don't want it to be too strong so that it can rip off the skin. So, and the liner should be strong, like it hits hard and the stroke is short, so it's very fast. And with the shader machine, you get a longer stroke and it hits hard, and you can pack in the color. So you need to use a flexible spring, because it also has a little bit of a give. See the spring over there. So that's why I'm showing you all how to tune a shader machine first. So I found the main problem is the clip cords. Clip cords are a little hectic to use because sometimes the connection is not that great. So I added one of these. This is an RCA connector. You can also buy these online, and I've done this RCA cable myself using speaker wires and RCA clips. These are really good. It's much better than the ones you buy directly from the market. So you can make them yourself. Quite simple. There are tons of videos to do that. So I just fix it. That's it. Sorted. So I'll show you. I'll run the machine and I'll show you. Right now it's out of tune. So I'll tune it and show you the difference. So right now it's at around 4 volts. Listen to this. See that? It's out of tune. The minute I change the angle, it sounds different. The sound is very harsh, and it's actually quite strong. The hit is really strong, and you can hear the difference. It's not a smooth, sweet sound. So, and the reason I have different springs over here is because you need to understand one thing. To tune a machine means a lot of different things, but one of them is putting a certain amount of tension on your spring. You need to bend the spring in a certain degree, wherein you put a bend in your spring, a slight bend, which makes a massive difference. You need to take care of a lot of different things. You need to check for your contact screws, the gap between your contact screw, and a lot of different things that I'll explain in another video, because this will be a lengthy one. So what I do is, let me take off this. First, you need to check how much grams of force is required to pull the spring so that it hits the coil, the core of the coils. For that, what you need to do is, you can do that by experience. I'll just tell by of how the coil machine sounds and the feel of it, just by the feel of it. But if you're new and you're beginning, what best you can do is buy one of these. This is a really good tool to have. It's a weighing scale. Take your traditional needle, the same needle, use a soldering iron to take off the needle and just put a bend on it like this so that you can hook it easily over here. This comes with a hook. I've taken it off, so you end up with this, something like this. Take this end, attach it to how you attach the traditional needles normally, with the rubber nipple, and let me just turn it this way, and okay, so you end up with a setup like this. You've got your armature bar that's connected with the needle bar and without the needles. This is a fresh needle bar. I've taken off the needles, put a bend on it, created a hook, and this is how I've hooked it to the weighing scale, the electronic weighing scale. So what you've got to do is pull the weighing scale in this direction slowly. Yeah, you need to pull it in this direction so that you pull the armature bar. So once you pull the armature bar, it shows you the reading of how much grams of force is required to pull the armature bar. That's the spring tension. So you pull it until it touches the core of your coil, and it's giving around 380. So you repeat it a couple of times until it touches slowly. 350, 385, 385 again, 380, 370, 370, 80, something around 380, 85. So what you got to do is you need to reduce it. So you need to take a quick note down of this. For a liner, it should be around 300 to 330 grams of force, not more than that or less than that. You can, as per your liking, but that is the most suitable one, spring tension for your liner machines. And for your shader, you want it to have a medium hit, a medium speed machine. So it should be around 400 grams. So with the higher spring tension, you get a softer hit. And if you want it to be a color packer, you need to have somewhere around 300 to 325, 330, same as a liner, almost same as a liner. So it gives you almost the same punch. So since it's 385, what you got to do is need to loosen this bit over here. Okay, and then swing it all the way this way, and to reduce the spring tension, you got to push it downwards, and to increase the spring tension, you got to push it upwards. That's how you put the bend on your spring. So since it's 385, my target is around 300 to 330. So I need to pull it downwards. I bring down the tension a little bit, slight bend, and put it back. Swing it back. Tighten it up. It's a trial and error method. and check the spring tension once again, just until it touches the core, and check the reading. So you do that a couple of times, and it's around 315, 295, 310, 285, 310, 310, 310. So you take multiple readings and you take the average of it. So it was coming nearly around 300, 310. So now I'll show you all how the machine sounds and what's the difference you can feel. So I'm running at the same voltage which I did before, which was around 4 volts, and this is how it sounds now. And because I've tuned the machine, now I need to increase the voltage a little high. That's a really good shader. The hit is hard enough, but it's not that hard that it can damage the skin. That's how you can tune a coil machine using a weighing scale, as simple as that. So you can do the same thing with the liner machine as well. Make sure that the liner is around 300 to 325 grams, and shader pretty much the same, 300 to 330 grams. And for a color packer, you need it at around 300 to 330. And for a shader, this is a color packer, and for a shader you want it at around 400 grams of spring tension. So that's about it. I don't remember anything else other than that. So if you have any other doubts, put down in the comments and I'll do another video on it. Cheers.